Loan estimate accuracy. Let's take a look at the tolerance thresholds. There are limits, or what we call permitted variances, between the estimated and the actual charges under the TRID regulations. And those limits are there so that creditors don't lowball the consumer at the beginning of the loan, and then 40 days later when the borrower goes to the closing table, boom, they're blindsided with high, jacked up closing costs. So we keep things very tight. We have to stay within the tolerance thresholds or you're in violation of TRID. Now, I like to bucketize these thresholds and make it real simple. I've got 3 buckets for tolerance thresholds. Bucket number 1, zero tolerance. Items in this bucket, once quoted, cannot go up. They can go down, but not up. Bucket number 2, 10%. Now in this bucket, items can go up a little bit by an aggregate amount of 10%, but no more. Bucket number 3, unlimited. There are no thresholds for items in this bucket. Let's take a look at the 0, 10, and unlimited chart. I'm going to refer to the board here behind me. In that zero tolerance bucket, items that are known to or controlled by the creditor cannot be increased once quoted. Or if the consumer is paying a fee to an affiliate, no tolerance. Or if the fee is paid to a provider that the consumer is not permitted to shop, zero tolerance. Now for the zero tolerance bucket, I've got a little memory connector I like to use. It's a little phrase I think to myself, and here's the phrase. It's 0 degrees and I've got no coat. So 0 degrees, no coat. C-O-A-T. Those are the items that are in that zero tolerance bucket. The C stands for credit report fee. The O, origination fee. Now remember, it's not just origination per se, any other direct creditor fee, processing, application, etc. Now the A stands for 2 things. Appraisal, after all, the borrower can't shop for their own, and if you use an affiliate. And then the T, believe it or not, transfer taxes. Now you all know a transfer tax is used when ownership changes from one party to the next. It's a one-time tax. Typically you'll see it on purchase transactions. Transfer taxes are zero tolerance. Now, pay attention to these because they will show up later. Again, 0 degrees, no coat. Now let's take a look at the 10% tolerance items. Basically, what goes into that bucket would be items that the borrower is permitted to shop and they choose from the creditor's settlement service provider list, the SSP list. The settlement service provider list is a critical disclosure. It requires the creditor to identify one provider in every category of services that the borrower is going to need for that transaction. If you choose from that list, the creditor is held to a 10% tolerance. But what if the borrower chooses from that list and that provider also happens to be an affiliate? Guess what? It goes into the zero bucket. Now, what's unlimited? The unlimited bucket would be information that is optional, not needed, fees that are related to providers chosen off of the list. So here's my list. Thank you for that list, Mr. Creditor. You have ABC title on your list. I'm going to choose XYZ. Now the creditor would have no way of knowing what XYZ is going to charge me. Therefore, there are no thresholds. Also, unlimited would be items that are going into escrow accounts, prepaids, etc. Those are fluctuating and therefore unlimited.